Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the corporate world. Today we're diving into a report from Zhibao Technology, and let me tell you, it's a bit of a financial roller coaster. We're talking about some numbers that were a little off the mark and what happens when a company has to say, oops, we made a mistake. Casted before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where you can chat with other investors and invest in Offenbach and what happens when a company has to say, oops, we made a mistake. So Zhibao Technology put out some financial statements, the usual report card for how the company is doing. These statements covered the 6 months leading up to the end of December of 2024 and also compared those numbers to 2023. But here's where things get interesting. The company realized they messed up. It turns out they had an error in how they accounted for some convertible notes and warrants they issued to an investor. Basically, they put some things in the wrong column. These warrants, which give the investor the right to buy stock, were initially counted as equity, like ownership in the company, but they should have been counted as liabilities, like debts the company owes. The company's audit committee, the folks in charge of making sure the numbers are right, got together at the end of April and said, okay, let's fix this. So they're putting out a revised or corrected version of their financial statements. And that's what we're looking at today, the updated numbers for the first half of their fiscal year. If you are wondering what the specific changes were, they had to do with warrant liabilities. The filing also has a section where the company talks about how they're doing and what they expect in the future. It's like a look in the rearview mirror and a peek at the road ahead. Zhibao even put out a press release to let everyone know about these updated numbers to financials and see what's changed. Let's check out the consolidated balance sheets. In it we can see all assets. Total current assets went from about 23.7 million in December of 2023 to 27.6 million in December of 2024. That's a positive change, and this change can have a notable impact. It makes them more able to pay off short-term debt obligations. On the other hand, total current liabilities went from 14.8 million to 20.3 million. That is a big increase, and the increase in total current liabilities decreases their solvency. And the increase comes mostly from accounts payable, going from 3.6 million to 6.4 million. Let's jump over to the consolidated statements of operations, or the profit and loss statements. Cost of revenues increased from 10.7 million to 12.3 million. General and administrative expenses increased from 3.5 million to 5.1 million. The loss from operations changed from 2.3 million to 3.6 million. Actually, net loss shows the company is not generating a profit and potentially facing hard times. Net loss per share went from 0.09 to 0.120. What's the big picture here? It's a mixed bag. Zhibao's current assets are up, meaning they have more resources on hand, but their liabilities also increased and they are operating at a loss. This suggests they are not doing well even when comparing to their performance last year. Now, looking at these results more broadly, Zhibao appears to be facing some challenges. The increased liabilities and operating loss are definitely areas to watch. While the increase in assets is a positive sign, it's not enough to offset the other negatives. From an investment perspective, this might be a risky play right now. It will depend on how well they will be able to cut costs and increase profits. Alright, that's our breakdown of Zhibao's latest filing. What's your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.